us. So let's give him a standing ovation with the two. Kindly keep applauding. First of all, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sardar Patel University, Professor C.A. Chandanji, to welcome our chief guest by presenting bouquet as a token of love and respect. Welcome to one and all present in this symposium on use of digital content in educational institution organized by Sardar Patel University in association with Center of UGC, that is the Consortium for Educational Communication. I, Dr. Tara Devi Sen, on behalf of Sardar Patel University, welcome our chief guest of the day, Professor J.B. Naddaji, the Director of Consortium for Educational Communication. Sir, we are highly privileged and honored to have you with us. Professor J.B. Naddaji is an accomplished academician, administrator and a scholar who has a distinction of being appointed professor in management at the very young age of 37. Since then, he has worked as a faculty in 8 different reputed universities and institutions of high standing across the country. A hearty welcome to you, sir. We are highly blessed with your presence and thankful to you for your price time. I also welcome Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sardar Patel University, Professor C.A. Chandanji. Sir, under your leadership, we all are assembled here to brush up our knowledge regarding digitalization of educational institutions. I also welcome other galaxies of the universities like Professor Deepak Padhania ji, Dean of Academic Welfare, Dr. Sanjay Nayan ji, Dean of Student Welfare. Moving forward, I request Professor C.L. Chandanji, who is a statue of knowledge, wisdom and experience, as well as founding pillar of Sardar Patel University, for his inaugural address. I invite you, sir.
Good morning to all of you. It's a matter of privilege and extreme pleasure for all of us that today Professor J.B. Nadda, Director, Consortium for Educational Communication, a center of UGC for digital content, we have entered into a memorandum of understanding with CEC. And the objective of memorandum of association that we have entered into today is to share the digital content which is produced by CEC. Actually, there is an immense storehouse of digital content which is available, and a large number of students are still not using the digital content which is available. So it is very essential that as academic institutions, universities and colleges, the teachers have to take the initiative and enable the students to use this enormous storehouse of knowledge for educating themselves. So in that direction, we have entered into an MOU under which the CEC will be sharing the digital content with us, enabling the students for use of that content. Friends, as you all know that with the increased dominance of digital world, we have seen that the format of the classroom is also changing. And the traditional function of education, which used to be providing knowledge, application of knowledge and retention of knowledge for further use in the society, was a traditional function of education. And the main focus in education traditionally used to be providing access, quality and equity in education. And all the education policies which have been framed earlier, they have been focusing on these things: equity, access and quality. Now with the use of digitization and digital mode, the things have changed very fast. And Today, access is not a problem. Earlier, if a student wanted to have some information about a particular topic, about a particular subject, he was supposed to go to the library, search for books. Sometimes the relevant book is not available, and lot of effort was wasted, and sometimes this barrier is broken. All the content is available online. The only thing is that the teachers and the students, they have to update themselves and exert, and they have to equip themselves with the latest technology and start using this digital knowledge available for teaching the students. Generally, people confuse or use digital education and online education synonymously, but these are slightly different. Education means when you, with the use of internet, you are delivering the lectures or providing the study material to your students. So the internet is essential for online. Whereas in digital mode, for example, CEC has made available a lot of lectures relating to various subjects, various disciplines, which is available on the CEC portal or on various channels which are there on version, which are freely available. The only thing is we have to create an awareness among the students and among the teachers. And teachers can also very effectively use this digital content for supplementing their own teaching in the classrooms. Now, sometimes people say that with the advent of this digital education and online education, this is going to replace the teacher. I have a slightly different opinion on that. The purpose of this digital content and online education is only to supplement. It will never be able to replace the teacher. Because online learning or digital, doing courses on digital platforms or CEC or there are other platforms also which are available, that is an individual based learning. Whereas individual based learning is not as fruitful as the collective learning. In the classroom, we generally have collective learning. And this collective learning is always more productive, more sustainable, more endurable in the long run. And the retention of the students is always better in case of collective learning. To use an analogy of a luck pot dinner, there is a concept of luck pot dinner, or for example, simply stating, you go on a picnic. There can be two models. One model can be all the teachers, they will bring their own packets of lunch and they assemble together at the picnic spot and then they share amongst themselves and then they have their lunch. That can be one model. In this model, what happens is that you can taste the food prepared by the other person, but you do not know the process through which that food or that dish has been prepared. The other model would be you take all the material for the lunch, cook it there amongst themselves, though it will be slightly disorganized affair, but still you will get to learn about the process of preparation of various dishes. So similar is the case with the collective learning. In case of collective learning, when all the students are sitting in the class, they are sharing amongst themselves, interacting with the teachers, the learning is better and the retention is better. I would like to share with you here that Dr. Nadda is supposed to be an expert as far as the collective learning is concerned. When I was teaching in Himachal Pradesh University MBA department, Dr. Nadda joined as associate professor. Earlier he was working in Goa University. And our department was not aware about this collective learning processes, interactive learning processes. So Dr. Nadda introduced the concept of management games, case studies, role playing, all these concepts. He was a pioneer as far as the HP University is concerned, and he expertise in this field. So this collective learning is very important for us. It is more interactive. I still remember many cases which Dr. Nadda discussed with the students, and he also invited me to be part of those case discussions. It is not only a learning for the students, it's a very good learning for the teachers also. And we will be proud to share with you that Dr. Nadda has contributed a lot to the learning of all the faculty members and personally to my learning about the teaching pedagogy and how to use the interactive methods in classroom. Today I am also remembering one more incident. Professor H.P. Dikshit, who is a very renowned academician, remained the Vice Chancellor of IGNOU also. So he motivated us to start the concept of faculty seminars. I also keep discussing with Dr. Pathani and many teacher colleagues that faculty seminars are very important for the growth and development and public scrutiny of the teacher. I use one concept in many of my lectures, that public scrutiny of the teacher is very important. What teacher is doing inside the four walls of the classroom, nobody else knows. His growth takes place when he is exposed to the public scrutiny. So these faculty seminars are very useful in the growth and development of a teacher and also his public scrutiny, so that he can evaluate and assess himself and make efforts for his personal growth also. So in one of the faculty seminars in which Professor H.P. Dikshit had also joined in MBA department, Dr. Nadda made a presentation on a book which was named as Time, Chance and Organizations. I have forgotten the name of the author. So who was the name?
Robert Kaufman.
Robert Kaufman is the author. The book will be available on internet. This is sometime in 1995. And in that presentation, Dr. Nadda had told the audience, all the teachers were there, even the Vice Chancellor was also sitting. He told that the days are coming when people will not go to their offices. They will work from home. Robert Kaufman has written way back when this concept was not there. We were really shocked. We did not believe this, what Kaufman said. That did not go to offices. But see, within our lifetime this has become a reality. I am still remembering many other incidents and cases which Dr. Nadda presented. I am also reminded of, even for teachers, this is very handy. And what the teacher should, not to promote the collective learning and interactive learning, what the teacher should do is that they can use these videos, give the videos to the students, ask the students to listen to these videos, then come to the class and have a discussion on the based on that video, so that the students are already informed about the various issues which are there, instead of one-way interaction or one-way delivery of information in which the students generally get disinterested. This digital will be very useful. So not taking much time, once again I'm very thankful to Dr. J.B. Nadda for sparing his valuable time from his busy schedule, because his area of scope and area and spectrum is very wide. The whole country he has to handle, but still he has spared some time for us. With these words, I welcome once again Dr. Nadda.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom. You well said that no doubt digital content cannot replace a teacher, but it can assure equity, access and quality to those who can't be part of formal education. And I think this is also useful for ourselves also. Being teacher, we can use these digital content and improve our teaching learning process. We all know that technology was the only solution during COVID-19 to connect with our youth and engage them in teaching learning process. This was the phase when we realized the need and importance of digital work to bring home in our education system or bring rhythm in our educational system. Especially in my subject, where we can show the real images of plants growing all over the world to our students, which is not possible in real classroom teaching. The Consortium for Educational Communication has been established with the goal of addressing the need of higher education through the use of Information Communication Technology. However, UGC started the country-wide classroom program where in the year 1984, after realizing the potential and power of television to act as a means of educational knowledge dissemination.